So with the bike thing, like you're going on these rides, like I mean, you've got this new superpower. You can kind of like zip there, zip there, zip there.
Mm-hmm.
So what stage were you like, okay, I'm gonna get people to come along with me?
Well, the bike was a huge outlet during the pandemic. Another friend of mine has an e-bike, so we met up a lot and rode a lot, like year round,
Yeah,
because we could get, we could hang, we could keep up with each other, and
yeah,
he's someone I've known since college, so we're really good friends, and we'd meet outdoors, and it was great. and I was really loving, I just really love that bike. I mean, I got rid of a car. I've lost a lot of weight. I mean, I've like just changed. It's rewired me.
yeah.
And so, and then last summer I was working from home and doing mostly podcast editing, which I enjoy, but I was also just like sitting at a desk inside on a beautiful summer day, not talking to anybody. I was antsy. I needed something. I needed a change. And I was on Instagram and I posted a bike picture or something. And somebody from a company in Utah called So Rad Rentals in St. George, Utah, liked the picture. And I was like, So Rad Rentals, huh? What's that? Because I ride rad power bikes. That's the maker of my e-bike. And sure enough, he had a rad power bike rental biz in St. George, Utah. And I thought, oh, that's cool. I would love to do that. That's something that's something I could do.
Yeah.
And I've had that. I've looked at things, and I've had come up with an idea a lot. I've had lots of thoughts like that, and then just kind of throw them on the heap of, yeah, someday I'll do that, or I'll think about that. Maybe make a note. Usually just nod and forget about it.
Yeah.
And this time I was just like, I just messaged the guy and said, hey, can we talk? And we jumped on a Zoom call the next day, and 90 minutes later I was like, all right, I'm going for it. I'm going to start
Sweet.
looking for used e-bikes at a time when you couldn't get an e-bike anywhere.
Yeah.
And somehow I was able to score 7 rad power bikes on Craigslist over the course of like 8 weeks or something.
Amazing.
And this place, Dojo 4, that here in Boulder, a software development company where I've been the resident DJ for the last 5.5 years, and it's been sort of a home base and a very hugely influential discovery for me coming here. Like as big an impact on my life as KGNU had 30 years ago. And they let me put a pod in the backyard, behind the shop right here in their parking spots. And so I rent a pod.
Sweet.
I've got my bikes in there, and I run tours right, from downtown Boulder. There's a mural right here around the corner, a huge manatee mural.
That's your meeting place? Like
that's my meeting place. Yeah. And so basically within a month, I just like, I got this idea. I just like knew like this is right.
That's cool.
This is a great idea, and it's the perfect time for it. People want to get out. They want to be with their friends. These murals are amazing. The festival, the Streetwise Arts Festival, is coming up in a few weeks, and there's going to be a whole bunch of new murals going up. Like now, this is it.
So cool.
And the universe wants me to do this because I'm able to acquire these bikes. Like when at a time when like everyone needs a bike, everyone wants a bike. Somehow I'm getting all these bikes. And so within a month, I stood the business up. I had 4 bikes at the end of the month, and I started, I had the pod, and I started in time for the Streetwise Festival 2020, which starts in the first week of September. And that was it. And so it was good. And it's just been like word of mouth and people finding out. And then I kind of went dormant for the winter, and now it's summer again, and I'm cranking it back up, and I'm getting a lot of inquiries, a lot of interest. And and it's all encouraging. People are loving the tour. You know, it's a really, I mean, I don't know. I'm biased, but it's a
Yeah.
really good time. It's a
Yeah.
really great way to see Boulder. The murals are incredible. The art is, you know, the art is amazing. Boulder is a super fun town to bike around in. And, you know, and I feel like it's just something like I don't have to, it's not, I don't have to sell it. I'm not
Hmm.
selling it.
It sells
Like
itself, right?
it sells itself. Like if you enjoy riding a bike, an e-bike, if you're curious, and most people who ride, you know, many people are e-bike curious.
Yeah.
Uh, you know, if you like riding bikes and you think Boulder is a pretty place, a nice place to ride a bike in, which is just like an objective fact. That's not like,
Yeah.
is it
Yeah.
or isn't it?
Yeah.
I could take it. You know, it's just like, no, it is. And the murals are great. And so, you know,
Yeah.
so really just the wild card is like, do you want to spend a few hours with me?
Yeah.
And
You're
you
pretty
know,
chill,
because
so
you
that's
could
cool.
find bikes, you could go look at the murals yourself if you want. Like
Yeah.
it's not like I invented anything. But I'm just like, I know this town in a very personal, unique way. And I have it, and just what I don't know, I have a gift or a knack or whatever you want to call it for just kind of like finding that connection, that thread with most anyone. Like I can find the thread of like, here's something that we have in common that we can,
Cool.
you know, branch
Yeah.
out from here, you know, or get a feel for like what you're looking for, what you're interested in. And, you know, that's doing wedding ceremonies for 15 years, most of them like custom personalized wedding ceremonies. Like that's what I bring to that, is just like being able to like talk to a couple, ask some questions, get their, you know, hear their story, and like, okay,
Yeah.
this is, I think this is what this is like the essence of what they're
Yeah.
about. And to pour that into a wedding ceremony or to pour it into a bike tour, so we could just have a nice morning or afternoon just hanging out together, riding bikes around, looking at art, looking at mountains and whatever. um yeah,
I
I
mean,
guess
that's
it's just
it's your analog thing, right? Like that's just very hard to automate. It's not gonna be automated anytime
exactly.
soon, right?
And so in a time where, you know, like especially in a town like Boulder, which is like Silicon Valley Junior, I mean, it's a super tech town, as you know, and there's a lot happening here, startups and new business and innovation. And what's like one word they all have, you know, everyone in that game has, is just like scalability.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, I need to be scalable.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, no, I need to be hyper unscalable. Like
Yeah.
it's not, you know, it's not for everyone. And I don't even
Yeah.
try to, you know, I just present it. Here's my art, here's my gift, here's my whatever you
Yeah.
want to call it, my offering. This is what I can do.
And it's amazing
And
how different that is, because it's, yeah, this scalable, like infinitely scalable kind of thing, and then just very niche and one of a kind. And then that's like there's demand for that, right? When like it's
right,
like, but that's the only Joel there is. It's like, and he's only got
exactly,
this many slots open this week. Either you go or you don't go. Uh,
exactly.